Friday morning, Atlanta Motor Speedway. Mike Mullen from MikeMullen.net. TonyStewart got off scot-free. Threw his helmet at MattKenseth. Another run-in between the two champions, and NASCAR blinked. I don't know, maybe throwing helmets is fair game. Makes for exciting racing. I was sort of hoping Danica was going to throw her helmet too at BrutonSmith after they had their run-in at Bristol last weekend. Danica running in Atlanta this weekend. Night race. Under the lights. Hope it doesn't rain. CarlEdwards has to win to make the playoffs. I'm betting that he will win Atlanta. And next weekend at Richmond, Kyle Busch has to win. Kyle's not going to do too good at Richmond. It's not a good track for him. This track's okay for Kyle, but it's been a terrible year for the Gibbs guys. I know Denny won last weekend, but I mean, what's it, 3 or 4, 5 DNFs, blown engines, and Kyle really hasn't been in the game at all. I'm not sure what's going on over at Toyota. Michael Waltrip, another question mark, started really well this season. Martin Truex, good, solid, no wins. He's going to make the playoffs. I'm not sure what's going on over there, except for Clint Boyer's win at Sonoma, and that was a surprise. The Michael Waltrip guys haven't lived up to expectations. They're doing well, but they're not winning. The guys that are winning, well, I think you can talk about Jimmy Johnson and Jeff Gordon and all the guys over at Rick Hendricks. They're odds-on favorite to win the championship. One of those guys, I'm still picking Jimmy, but Brad Keselowski's looking strong. And Penske, he's got the 22 car, Shell-sponsored, one of the hottest cars on the tour. One of the best sponsorships, and still no answer as to who's going to drive it next year. I'm thinking Joey Logano, but why don't they announce it? And MattKenseth, is he really going to drive for Gibbs next year? We're figuring he's going to be in the 20 car with Home Depot, but they haven't announced it. Martin Truex Jr., good guy, solid, contract's up, and he hasn't announced what he's going to do next year. I'm sure he's going to be coming back to Michael Waltrip, but maybe he's going to go somewhere else. A lot of loose ends to tie up here in the last 2 weeks before the chase begins in Chicago, the middle of September. I'm not so sure that's a great place to start the playoffs. Football season's in high swing, and the baseball playoffs are gearing up, and NASCAR is opening up in Joliet, Illinois. I'm not so sure that's Chicago. I'm not so sure Chicago really cares about NASCAR in the middle of September. Bears country, you know what I mean? Well, we'll see what happens in Atlanta. Atlanta Motor Speedway, Friday morning. Mike Mullen from MikeMullen.net.